So your mobile device decides to do an update today because in the modern day we have zero control over what the electronics are going to do. Just decided that today is the day. Do not care whether you want it or not. It is gonna happen. So just sit tight while it does its thing. Okay, fine. The progress bar seems to be climbing up fairly quickly, so it can't be that bad. It can't be that bad. I'll just wait it out 5 minutes tops. 70, 80, 90% fine, almost done. 91, 92, 93, 94. And then it just sticks to 95. Sticks to 95 to the point that you feel like, is it stuck? But no. After 10 minutes, it ticks to 96. So I guess it's not stuck. It's just jerking your chain. It is just trying to edge you all the way to oblivion. So you're just sitting there watching the progress bar as it spins. 97%. It's been an hour. 98%. This is the way I have felt the last month as I finish up my rewrite 10-year anniversary of Eternal. With all the illustrations, it seems like there's always something else that needed to be done. There was no end to them. I felt like I was almost done, but then there was something else that I hadn't thought about, or the illustration took a little too long, and oops, it's 2 weeks later. I've only gotten one, because man, did this take a lot of work. At least it's done. Check it out. This is one of the several I got done this month. It's not quite what I had in mind when I started, but I am pleased enough with the result. If you zoom into the actual size, you can see every stroke of my E pen, so you can tell it is not AI. I have painstakingly put down every one of these lines, and I'm very glad that I recorded the time lapse for this one because it was an incredible struggle. Let me see if I can actually speed this up. I think if I click here and then I click plus, there you go, 8 times. Struggling so hard with this perspective. It was a constant labor of doing it and redoing it, and oh, this is just not looking the way I want it, so kind of throwing it in the garbage, redoing it, resizing it. Very happy with the digital tools that allow me to do that, because if I had tried to do this in pen and paper, nothing would have come out right. I probably would have been 100% disheartened and just thrown in the garbage. There you go, there's me resizing it again. Just this time lapse is very hypnotic to watch and kind of reminisce of all the struggle as I put down these lines. Probably a good 40 hours total. I don't know. I didn't actually add up all the hours that I did, but I could do it right now if I really wanted to. Anyway, I'm happy enough with the result. That's all that matters in the end. But man, it was quite the struggle. And then this is the last one I did, the scene at the very beginning when they know they're about to die. It was also a big struggle. Didn't record the time lapse for this one. It feels kind of funky. It's kind of stressful to record yourself drawing. I feel constantly judged. So there's that a little bit of extra pressure to, oh man, this is gonna look so goofy, like I'm struggling so hard, and it's going to look like I'm really incompetent. So sometimes I just don't even want to record the process. I just want to, work on it. There's the cough. Work on it until something right comes out. And I really struggled a lot with the expression of, this is not it's a loving hug, but this extra layer of desperation, of like holding on. And I feel pretty good about the folds in the shirt, like kind of putting that out there, that they are hugging really, really tight. Anyway, It's done. It's done. It's all done. I did not trigger these, did I? It's gonna be bad. No, that's definitely not gonna work. This is all completely lost. Throw it in the garbage. Get back. Holy crap. Holy crap. It's all done. The final revision was done today. It's ready. Not to ship. Oh, do I wish it were ready to ship. The print version is ready to ship. Just need to put it up on the internet, order those proof copies, because you always need to check that print version. You're always going to notice something. Gotta do that last check of having that book in your hands. Checking out every page. Make sure that every detail is where it should be. I am exceedingly and counterproductively detail obsessed. Nobody else will notice, but I will, and it will rankle me. So I needed to make sure that's the way that I intended it to be. Something that I have really struggled when making ebooks, because ebooks, a big part of it, their appeal is the fact that the layout is many times user controlled. The user has a lot of power in changing the layout of the ebook. Holy crap. Changing the layout of the ebook. I'm trying to find the Ujad I key, but it is nowhere to be found. Unfortunately, this son of a bitch is preventing me from getting it. The Ujada is kind of important in... Oh, there you are. Kind of important. And Spelunky 2.5 is going to open many important, vital, consequential doors. You want to grab it. Put a lot of effort into it. You just kind of have to learn to let go of the ebook layout. Just assume, just make sure that the words are properly displayed, and just let the user do what they will with the rest. Anyway, that's the thing that I still have to work on. So I am hoping for a Christmas release. I very stupidly missed Christmas window, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, this entire project is primarily for my own ego. The sales may climb into the double digits if I'm lucky, but I am very happy to have, you know, basically paid tribute and respect and give a much more satisfying, personally satisfying treatment to the novel that I started out with, and now is far more closer to my initial vision. I hate you. Oh! So that's what I came out, what I stopped doing video for, to concentrate on finally get done, you know, just dedicate all of my time to it. It is so stupidly time consuming. It's just so silly how time consuming it is. So I just figured, let me just focus entirely on this project. This is bad. This is real bad. Trying to find oh, escape. Oh, I have boots though. Oopla. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Of course, it's impossible to avoid damage by the damn bee. Piece of garbage. And I was actually ready. I was about to record a new video maybe 2 weeks ago. It's like, oh man, I'm really feeling the itch. Because it's not like I ever stopped wanting to make gameplay videos. I have a good time, like I mentioned every time. I was forgiven, huh? Amazing. Well, clearly I'm not going to the jungle. That is the most miserable level of all time. I am far beyond the time limit. If I wanted to go to the swamp. I do have climbing gloves. I think the climbing gloves make the summit into perhaps the most enticing place to go. So let's do that. And a pile of health too. All those monsters at the bottom being totally worthless. I was ready to record, just ready to start telling you that entire social mobile device update allegory that I came up with. I came up with that 2 weeks ago. And then, like right there, I was like, I think I'm getting sick. My throat was hurting. I just felt like there's no way my throat is going to be able to get through a whole video. It was the beginning of an extremely infuriating, yet exceedingly mild cold that it was just at the level to make me stay at home and make me unable to talk into a microphone. The usual sore throat, the usual snot and nastiness of a cold, but you know, no fever, nothing major. I was able to function for the most part. Please, are you freaking serious? Giving me 0 ways to go up after I just said, oh, the summit will be fine with these climbing gloves. Bruh. Can't make it. Yeah, I just cannot make it. Give me an enemy. An enemy will be here. There is no enemy. Sure, I'll use my last rope. I am sure this is the only one I'll ever need. Oopla. So that's when I got sick. And the bad part of the sickness, it didn't last long. It lasted maybe 3-4 days. Where I was like, man, I just can't work. I cannot work through this shit. But holy crap, the tail end of this damn cold, it has lasted me this long for me to be able to talk into a microphone without coughing or having a pile of snot coming out my throat every single minute. So here I am. I have given you a mercy by taking so long off the gameplay videos because boots, huh? I'll spend one of my ropes to very kindly purchase these boots. Wonderful kicks. Thank you so much for upping my fashion score. Appreciate it. Better don't squat or I will crease them horrendously. They will go down in value catastrophically. I would like to get that crate. I don't appreciate that caveman showing me his penor. Don't appreciate it one bit. Anyway, I was getting out of that sickness. Okay, let me record a video now. And that's when Luna got sick. And you know, she's been having some serious issues with her kidneys. Her kidneys have been failing for the last, 2 years. The vet basically warned us that you can palliate this, you can stretch it, and she'll be fine for the most of it. Like, she's not going to be suffering for the most of it, but this does kind of put a timer on her, She didn't say it in so many words, but basically saying this is just kidney disease is a thing that happens, and it's just one of the things that will be the cause of death. Basically, natural cause of death for a cat is their kidneys only last so long, and they just enjoy it while they last. I pretty much. Holy crap! I forgot that. That freaking poison, bruh. Whoa! No death scene. It crashed right as I dropped into the abyss, much like my entire body crashed 2 weeks ago. Oh, garbage fate. Anyway, much like Luna's body has been crashing in slow motion. She was fine until that time when I was coming out of my cold. Yep. And she kind of just started not eating. The usual cat signs of terminal cat signs: not eating, not drinking, just laying about. Heartbreaking moments in our lives. We took her to the vet. She basically explained what I just said, and she didn't want to say anything about euthanasia. But the moment I brought out the possibility, she seemed completely ready to get the deed done. I was like, I discovered through this ordeal that I'm actually fairly opposed to it. And there's nothing like, there's nothing moral to it. It's like a personal preference. It's very personal. It's like, I don't, especially euthanasia at the vet. It's like, you call the vet, they come home to your home and they do the deed and, you know, they pass away at home. But euthanasia at the vet makes me feel so bad. I would much rather the cat just, you know, slowly decline at home until it's over. You know what I'm saying? The way the wildlife and animals have done it for all of their history. Much better than getting eaten alive. Sure, there will be some suffering, but at least they will be in a very familiar environment, zero stress. You just, you know, in your deathbed, and you get through the death suffering that we all have coming, and at the end of it, it will be over. Oh, baby, this fella. I'm just gonna sit here, wait until the patrol. There you go. So it's like, I'm not judging anybody that gets it done, but I have discovered, like, I really don't want to do it. The only reason I would do it is like there's some serious signs of the poor animal really suffering badly, and it's like, okay, you know, this is just really inhumane to let the cat go through this. But she wasn't like that. She was just, you know, musty. She was just musty. So we took her home. We just braced. Oh, this guy, the only reason I'm not there right now is because he managed to lose his shotgun. Pretty funny. Took her home, kind of psychologically prepared for the inevitable. I've, you know, since we knew about her kidney disease, I've been kind of getting used to the idea for a couple of years now. So I am not like terribly heartbroken. My wife took it quite a bit harder. She does not process the death of animals as readily as I do, I guess. She's not mad as much as a sociopath as your good old Uncle Bargo. But, well, the cat, she was convalescent for a little while. I'm just gonna murder you real good. Oh, baby. She was convalescent. She was just laying around, you know, being really, really miserable, but in a quiet way. But then she started just complaining, constantly complaining, like she wanted us to do something. She wanted us to do something. She was just constantly complaining. We noticed that she always gravitated toward cold areas. She would scratch something. This cat has never given a crap about the outside, okay? Not one bit of interest about the outside. She was scratching at the garage door. She was wanting to go outside. Mind you, it is 30 degrees below zero outside. We ended up putting her in the bathtub. I did. And just having her, because she was also desperate to get into the bathtub. This cat hates water. It will be a surefire way to get her to step away from wherever we didn't want her to be. A little, like, it had to just be a droplet of water. You get your hand wet and then just boop, flick onto her face, and she would just storm out of the place like she just heard the nuclear blast alarm. Is how strongly this cat felt against touching liquid. The cat literally climbed into the bathtub. Well, there goes my meat. She didn't climb into it. She was peering over it, looking at it. I was showering and she's just peering over it, trying desperately to get in there. It's like, okay, fine. I'll just get you in here. You've always hated it. She basically took a bath, and through a little bit of experimentation, it's like she was burning up. She had a fever. She was burning up, and we submerged her in cold water, and she was the happiest we had seen her in months. This cat was frolicking in that cold water. Again, never before seen behavior, okay? This was truly a sight that we had never experienced. This damn arrow is going to murder me. Son of a bitch, I thought that I might have time. But I hate that shotgun bullets no longer trigger traps. It's just, it ain't right. It ain't right. Oh, wow. Wow, amazing. So, since then, the only way, and she drank water. That was the biggest sign that, wow, that something's going on here. So basically, from that point forward, that was the way we were able to get her to drink. And she would just climb into the bathtub in her cold water, drink the cold water. It was, what are you even doing there? Just die a million deaths. Probably all going to be for naught the moment that this poison does its job. Oh, might you be my salvation? Or might you be my premature death? Let me get in there real quick. Come on, baby. Die, die, die. Don't kill me. Oh, oh. There you go. There you go. Beautiful. So for like 3 days we did that, and suddenly she didn't want to do it anymore. And her fever had broken, and now she's just normal. The thing is, she kind of got used to it, and now she will only drink water if we fill up a cup from the bathtub, and she drinks from the bathtub while we are petting her. This is her requirement to drink water now. She will bother us every hour or so, and it is my time for watering. Come over here, human. Wow. Come over here, human. It's your time to be at my beck and call. And there we go. I gotta fill up the cup. It can't be just the water that has been sitting there for the last hour. No, 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 no. It needs to be nice, fresh, cold water that she needs to watch being poured from the bathtub onto the cup. Okay? Get it right, human. And I must pet her while she drinks. Did I just murder her? God damn it. If I don't pet her, she doesn't drink. So that's how the cat has been drinking water, and she's been going, you know, peeing again and all that stuff. Her kidneys are still bad, but she's pretty much returned to normal, perhaps a little bit more lethargic. Now we're gonna be starting to try and get her to eat again, and hopefully, like, we are fairly positive she's basically returning to normal, and we'll just have to resolve another crisis in maybe a month or so. Moral of the story, my visceral aversion to just go along with the vet and be like, okay, just put her out of her misery, made it pretty clear that, hey, she still had quite a few more hours and days and weeks to give without it being a horrible ordeal. It was a little bit of a suggestion. I mean, they were like, oh, it could be an infection, but she's not sneezing. She's not really. Wow. I'm not the smartest individual here. She's not sneezing. She's not doing anything really that would indicate that she has an infection. So they didn't really push for antibiotics or anything like that. It was kind of funky. I don't want to say the vet dropped the ball. You know, it's a 17-year-old cat with kidney problems. We were all thinking like, oh man, this is just, well, didn't realize that there was no damsel now. We were all basically saying it is her time. It's just her time. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. What you want to do about it, right? But no, turns out she had a cold. And it was just a matter of her getting over it. Man, after I was the most concerned after she got over the fever, because I don't know if you've ever had a cat with a cold. It is so pitiable. It is really pitiable. It makes you feel really bad because they get sneezing all the time. It's a little hard to breathe, but not to a point where it's concerning. You can just tell that, you know, it's kind of annoying for them to breathe, like when you have a cold. It's not like you want to go to the emergency right away. It's just, man, she must be really annoyed right now. And they ooze. The poor cat oozes mucus. So, not the greatest. And at that point, I was like, still like, oh no, she's on her last legs. But no, she just had a cold. She's had a cold. What is this damage, brother? What is going on right now? Ugh. Fail miserably. Anyway, right now she's doing pretty normal. Only with that particularity of drinking water only under supervision. well, with a very specific set of constraints. But, you know, we'll take it. We'll take it. And so, you know, for the longest time, I was like, I don't want to do a video while the poor cat is sick and my head is just not in it. So that is the entire story of how I have not posted a damn thing for 2 months. No, it was for a whole month and then a whole week after I actually tried and then got hit by all this nonsense happening. Truly a tragic set of things. And that's just the things that I'm telling you about. There's other private things going on I'm not gonna tell you about. The private, you parasocial animal. Stop prying into my life. It's not your business. Sure, I'll take this food. Hell yeah, baby. All right, buddy. Everything's going to be okay. I have been blessed by the incredible shopkeeper gods, and now I'm ready to finally make this happen. Spelunky 2.5. Gotta say, very disappointed, TommTamm. Very disappointed. I thought for sure in the time between the last video and now there will be a new version of Spelunky 2.5. I've been waiting so long. It's been 67 years. I cannot take this wait anymore. How can you be blue balling me like this? Can't believe it, especially when you tease me in the comments saying, oh, we're not even close to done. How dare you have some kind of day job or commitments that you prioritize over providing me with more content. Please, freeze. Yeah, there you go. Get your priorities straight. Leave all of your commitments, all of your responsibilities, all of your ambitions and silly job requirements. Get on that programming, modding environment and give me more 2.5 content. Your mod is not 100% stable, therefore you must spend your every waking hour appeasing my demands. This I must have. You scumbag. You filthy scumbag. It's not you. I'm calling that guy a scumbag. I wouldn't call you a scumbag. I don't stoop down to calling people names like that. I use present reasonable arguments and let the shame do the work. Ow. Ow. The weather. Oh, the weather. Not the most incredible topic to talk about, but it's been super weird December, brother. It was 30 degrees Fahrenheit below zero. Then one day, climbs up to 15 above, dumps freaking foot of snow, goes back to 30 below. You gotta take the chance to shovel that stuff at the end. My man, shovel that stuff at the end of the day or you will dearly regret it when it's the next day and suddenly your ass is freezing in the middle of the road. Been talking for too long. I stretched this a little too long. I should have simply cut my losses, say, okay, I got all my spiel out, nice and snappy, don't need to elaborate. Got a bit distracted by that maniac I guess 2 bombs will do this. So I can grab that stuff. But I can also just quit caring about this scumbag. Or I can throw a bomb through the bottom if there's a path. Ah! That's right. Wow, this guy is a real problem. This guy's a real problem. Maybe he'll catch that. There you go. You son of a bitch. I'm so sick of being hit by filth. Hate them. Anyway, weather's been crazy, okay? It's been so much colder than usual in December. Just a nice final middle finger from Alaska. That's what it's doing to me. I would like to leave. That would be great. Huh? What's going on here, TommTamm? Complete disaster with the tile there. No shopkeeper? Where do they go? Do they all kill each other? Pile of fools is what they are. I'll put a bomb there. That gives you permission to grab their shotguns. And what else? I think it points to the shopkeeper land. I think that's how it works. Oh, it was ropes. That means I can grab this shotgun right here. Please let it be so. Hey, look at that. Look at me wielding their tool of destruction. I guess I'll just walk through these evil tunnels. Give one more chance to victory. I am sure the swamp will not come with a pile of disasters ready to annihilate me. Oh. Oh, you're not dead. You just go through here. I'm just embracing violence at this point. Freaking cough. I'm so sick of it, brother. It's been 2 weeks. And it's something that I've noticed as I've gotten older. Coughs just... colds. They will be still the same deal, but they will linger. You'll have all these really lingering annoyance. I went out of my way to get that bit of chicken, only to get hit by a grub. I mean, truly, what does that even do damage? If a giant worm jumps at your face, all you get is a little bit of slime on your face. That's it. Why does it do a whole point of damage, like getting nibbled on by a mole? Why is it considered the same as being touched by a poisonous frog? It just makes no damn sense. One scorpion stinging me through the neck is the same kind of damage. What the hell is going on back there? The same kind of damage as being slimed on by a nasty hopping grub. How does that make any sense? Delete damage caused by that. So what is going on back there? I think it's, oh yeah, the top of the level. If you clear the smoke, there will be a weird ass castle area there. Pow! Pow pow pow! Your foolish mistake was coming here trying to help me. Almost suffered the ultimate fate for that though. My betrayal. Inevitable, yet predictable. Almost got me destroyed. My thirst for violence is unquenchable, you see. Rereading my rewrite of Eternal to make sure that it was good. I am gonna toot my own horn, brother. I'm gonna toot. I'm gonna toot real hard. I'm very happy with some passages, especially at the end of that novel. Man, oh man, did Eternal level up. I would recommend this rewrite, I mean, to everybody, obviously, but most of all for people that actually read the book however many years ago and liked it. You're gonna get so much more out of it now that it is properly fleshed out. What is going on here? I added chapters. I had the scenes, not full chapters, but I did split a chapter in two because I had a few scenes. I added a full-on epilogue to give the whole thing some closure. What the hell? Give this whole thing some closure. I added a whole bunch of world building here and there, just sprinkled all over, basically using the piles of experience writing that I have accrued over the years. You know, making everything more compelling. And something I noticed that I was completely unaware of back then. This ties to something that a question I got recently of, man, I want to write in English instead of my native language. Feel like a bit of a traitor to my motherland for that, you know, for my mother tongue for that. That's something I never got. I always enjoyed English a great deal, and I just wanted, like, me and English connected at a visceral level for some reason. Don't ask me why. It's just the way the architecture of the brain sometimes, it just clicks with the shape of a language. That's what happened to me in English. I guess I could just do murder, right? Do a grand old bit of murder here. I enjoyed that a lot. It gave me big boners. But anyway, to the point that I was trying to make. So I noticed so many times when doing the rewrite, reading closely all the sentences in Eternal, man, you can really see the Spanish in some places here. Ooh, that sentence structure right there, that is so Spanish of me. I was not all the way there yet. Not to say that I have fully mastered the English language in all of its nuance. I don't think even the greatest writers of all time will boast that much. It's always a learning process until you die, and then there's no more learning. But you would have kept learning if you have lasted for 20 more years, or 50 or 100. Okay, this is an odd place to just give me a regular ass garbage cape. Thanks for that piece of trash. But whoa, did I notice a lot of places like this needs to be rephrased. This is way too Spanish in its structure. A lot of words. I forget completely the individual examples. Because, you know, it's just a thing that you correct. You look at it, you correct it, and it just flies out of your mind. A lot of words that is like, I know now such a better word to use in this situation, as opposed to the, you know, literally me going into a thesaurus or translation service and saying, oh, okay, this word sounds close enough to what I'm trying to convey. You know, not quite grasping the fact that in English this has a much different nuance. You know, you should definitely use this other expression. I think one of them was like a place where I use a word like maybe like absorbed when something like taken. He was taken by the experience, or whatever the hell the actual sentence was, you know? Stuff like that you just don't know when you're not actively submerged, immersed in an English environment, and you haven't had enough experience. This piece of scum is pissing me off. Now it's all eggplant boys, huh? I thought for sure it would just piss off regular shopkeepers, but no. Eggplant boys. Oh, it's myself. The keepers have been told of your crimes. I didn't do anything. I think Blargo Man. He has quite the health pool. I mean, I can't possibly not take it. It's a mistake considering... No, this was a mistake. It's a mistake considering that I have shotguns. Shotgun is so much better than this thing. Please don't murder me. Oh. Okay, we're just gonna drop very gently to the bottom. Alright. Very important to actually make it to the back. It wasn't a mistake because there was no other way to get back here, I would think. I guess I could have blown my way down to the bottom of the pit, much like I blew my way through high school and all those excellent grades that I got for my blowjobs. What you got back here, buddy? Ah, I see. I see. Ha! You deserve nothing but explosive death. Scumlord. Not quite. Yeah, you got it. That got you, right? Really don't want to have a face-to-face encounter to this absolute nincompoop. Pow! Oh yeah, radio me. Radio OP in the current incarnation of 2.5. I do have a new... No, I don't have a new Jedi, right? No, I don't have it. Anyway, where the hell am I going? Do I feel bold enough for the surface? I don't think so. It's annoying as hell, the surface. Surface is just too damn annoying, TommTamm. You gotta do something about it. I'm just gonna go there to make sure to showcase how much of an obnoxious place this place ends up being. Kaboom. Probably with this plasma cannon. I'm going to solve my problems, though. I can get rid of the traps and whatnot. Really obnoxious environment. I think number one, perhaps the only real problem, is the random number of bubbles. Sometimes is 1, sometimes it's 8. And it's just outrageous, my brother. It's just too many. Too many bubbles. I do have the pictures made. I have lots of ropes. I don't know why I'm not using them. I'm not using my resources properly. Whoop. Get wrecked. Fools! I can't go through. Oh, there's no bubble yet. Wonder how he coded it. It used to be kind of a weird workaround that he did, so you wouldn't be able to go out. But he managed to find a way. TommTamm did, or one of his lackeys, you know. Those monkey slaves that he's got running code, modding code for him. Okay, I'll take that. That it's just ingrained into the code of the door, and you simply cannot go through until you pop all the bubbles. Oh man, it's so nice to have this indication. There goes the dog. Whoa! Okay. Oh! The trap was maybe a little too much panic. Let me counteract this thing. Trying to... Please don't tell me that now it's flowing backwards. Okay, it's not. It's all good. My man. Oh, baby. That was a little upsetting. What the? That was just devious, my brother. It's not gonna hit me from the back. I really don't want to get hit from the back. Ever seen Marcelo did that to me without consent? Getting hit from the back is just traumatic experience. Freaking Marcelo and his son dicking. Just blew up my butthole like that. It's just, how dare he? How dare he do that? Oh, I have no boots. That's like, man, this is taking forever. I thought that the spike boots were supposed to do a number. All right. Yep. With our current arsenal, we're pretty well equipped for this. Man, this surface area is just absolutely atrocious. This particular generation of the map. Completely did not know. I thought I probably should have known. But I did not realize that these mines were dropped by the aliens. It's not over. It's not over. Can't say that I anticipated this perfectly thrown explosion. Obliterating my anus in such a way. Please show me my beautiful plasma cannon. I must have it. He's gonna drop. He's gonna drop on my head. I need out of here. Not without my plasma cannon, though. We must find it. He is now a wild agent roaming the land, ready to obliterate what's left of my brain. Oh! Well, okay, brother. I'm just gonna drop. Get me out of here! Holy crap. What the hell is going on over there? Stop it. Alright. Goes. That trap is a nightmare. There you go. Huh? Get rid of all the problems. My very own shot almost annihilated me. Alright. Gotta get all the balls. Get me out of here. Trying to find the source of these lasers. There you are. That opened the thing. What the freaking hell, brother? Okay, it's all good. Just get out of here. I would like to have the crate. Not enough for me to risk my ass. Okay, we are this far. Don't know. I think there's a shopkeeper on the other end of this. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, he got saved by whatever monster was in there. Get you wrecked. You dead though? He may have dropped. No, he's dead. Okay, that is the exit. Let's see if I do enough damage here. Look, you have a plasma cannon in your hands. You gotta annihilate the mega alien yetis, okay? It is in the contract. It's possible the yeti dropped though. Yeah. They have like 40 health. Can't just kill them in one hit. Yep. We're just gonna zigzag. Get this done. Oh, the destruction. Man, the recording looks a little choppy in the recording software. I need to play it back. When I started, I tested it because it's been so long. I needed to make sure that everything was up to par. Oh, you're not dead yet. Everything was up to par, and it was, but it has been, there was a crash. There was a whole bunch of tabbing in and out of things. So it's very possible the recording got kind of corrupted in between. My apologies if the frame rate is all choppy. Don't try to fix it by buying more RAM. I don't have enough to afford that kind of mortgage on my house. All right. It's so crazy how the entire AI industry is at once propping up the entire economy and also sinking the economy in anticipation of sinking the economy. It is so great. Well, this future world that we have created through no fault of our own. Our only fault was becoming the perennial consumers and the normies. They don't give a shit about quality of products. They just want product. Oh, it's cheap product? I'll take it. This is good enough. Feed me that slop. Where am I going? You want to go to the mothership area, right? That's where the weird hideout of the shopkeepers is at. That's a flare gun. Not really interested in that. Really could use some extra health. That would be great. I want to get rid of this filthy mechanized alien. That was a hell of an explosion. Really could use some extra health. That would be amazing. Probably shouldn't do this shot, but I'm gonna do it. Is there sources of health other than a damsel in this area? Whoop. Watch out for the traps. Did they always flop like fish? Have I always been able to see that? And only now did it kind of percolate inside of my brain? It's possible. There's just a gronk in there, right? Definitely want to alert this guy. Definitely don't want to partake of the lead sandwich that he is peddling. Bit of a problem to get a line of fire to this piece of scum. I do have 58 bombs. Pretty sure I can get away with throwing a few. That'll just happen. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. I mean, there could be a Kali altar at some point, right? Let's just have Grunk come out to play. So he can hold my cock. I need to take a break. What a piece of trash that you have given me in this crate. 51 minutes plus all the nonsense I've cut out. Really...